women particularly, because we risk our lives every time we go out and we meet a strange man. So that woman who's having breakfast, lunch, drinks, dinner paid for by 4 different men before she chooses to sleep with man number 5 is putting her life at risk 5 of those times. Is that fair to women? Because if a man is being used for a free meal, which they rarely are, okay, he's out 20, 30 bucks.
Oh my goodness. So first of all, men are used for free meals all the time. They are essentially led on with the idea that the woman likes them, and oftentimes way more than $20 to $30 is extracted from men, from women who have zero romantic interest in that man. Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a video for you here today that was sent to me from this woman right here. Now, you may recognize this woman. I have covered her before. She has done her rounds on the internet. This is a woman who makes a lot of videos talking about men, talking about dating, talking about marriage. And before we jump into her opinions, guys, I want to let you know this woman, first of all, she's insufferable, so I apologize for that. Second of all, she's divorced, okay? So before we jump into any of this, guys, I want to let you know that she has completely failed, and I think that is necessary to remind everybody of. So let's jump into this video. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments, and we're going to be talking about, is dating fair for men? And obviously, it's not. Anyone with 2 brain cells is going to tell you that, but let's take a listen to this woman's opinion.
Can have her breakfast paid by man number 1, lunch paid by man number 2, dinner paid by man number 3, a drink at the bar paid by man number 4, and still end up in bed with man number 5. How's it fair to men? How is it that we need to make it fair to men? Seriously. Why does it need to be fair to men? Are men fair to women? Because last time I checked, men will endlessly use women for their emotional benefit. And
yes, guys, the classic, okay? Apparently, men use women for their emotional benefit. Now, this is an interesting one because this is what women do, to be honest with you. Women love to keep around orbiters. They love to keep around the shoulders to cry on. You know, the men who are going to give them free attention, free validation. This is actually what women do, by the way. And all of this to say, she's making this comment after reading about how men, you know, will take women out on dates. They will buy them things, you know, all sorts of things. They'll give them attention. And she ignores all of this and goes straight to, well, men use women for emotional reasons. Yeah, that makes absolutely no sense. Let's continue. And guys, notice how when she's talking, it just sounds like she's nagging the whole time. This is why she's divorced, man. That and like 5,000 other reasons.
and will endlessly use women for their emotional benefit and not reciprocate the energy. So if a woman is fortunate enough, has the privilege enough, and quite frankly, the desire enough to spend all day and all of her meals and free time in the company of different men, pop off, sis.
Yeah, just go out there and accept dinner from dudes, accept gifts from dudes, accept validation from random men. You know, pop off, sis, is what this woman says. Now, guys, here's a take for you. Number one, I don't think men should be giving women any of this crap. I think they've lost their right to it, right? I'm not taking some woman out to dinner who's been with 35 dudes. It's not happening, okay? This whole, you know, dating boss babes and paying for their crap, oh, hell no. Modern women, simply not worth it. And so what's her response to this? Pop off. Yes, take all of these things from men. It's totally fine. So first of all, I don't think men should be giving women these things at all, especially modern day women, right? So that's first of all. Second of all, women who accept things from men They just accept the attention, accept the dinners, accept the gifts, okay, and they see no problem with it. Also not worth dating. Okay, and I have said this on the channel many times, guys, but women will absolutely use you for these things if you allow them to, right? If you're going to be the dinner guy, you're going to hopefully get her to like you by taking her out to dinner. That's on you. Okay, it's a terrible decision, but women will use you for that endlessly. You'll be the dinner guy. You can be the dinner guy while she goes out there and she has fun with the men who she's highly attracted to.
Does dating need to be fair for everyone? Does everyone need to get a trophy in the sphere of dating also? Because kickball and softball, that wasn't enough. Everyone needs to be on an even keel, even slate. Everybody deserves a girlfriend. Everyone deserves a boyfriend. I don't think it really works that way. If men feel that dating is unfair to them, and they need it actually to be fair to them, if they really are only dating because they want things to be fair, they need to stop dating and they need to hook up with a therapist and pay per hour to figure out what their issue is.
This is, guys, it is no surprise to me that this woman is divorced. I'm going to keep bringing that up because it's so damn relevant. This is a divorced woman. Listen to the way this woman speaks, guys. Nobody wants to deal with this crap. I'm pretty sure, you know, on top of the insufferable personality, I think we have, what if we've done something to our face? There's like, she's done some sort of a surgery here, because check this out. I'm going to mute the video and let her talk here. No, look, her face doesn't move, guys. Notice how the eye area, the forehead, like nothing moves except for the mouth. It's absolutely crazy. And I bring all this up to say, guys, that this woman is clinically insane. This is why I don't take anything these people say seriously. First of all, we're divorced. Second of all, we don't care about men, right? We don't care about whether dating is fair to men or, you know, you should go out there and you should take everything from men and just accept everything, because who cares? Meanwhile, these same women, guys, inauthentic as hell. They're covered in like, they expect honesty from men. They expect transparency. They expect gifts. They expect validation. And you don't even know what the hell this person looks like, guys. Right? Like, look at this. Look at this. Like, genuinely, when women make these videos, there's very little that's real about them, except for their terrible personalities. And also, by the way, no dude is saying that everybody deserves this, everybody deserves that. It's just a question. Is dating fair for men? And the answer is no. The answer is very, 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 very clearly no. Let's continue here. Holy.
Fair. It's not fair to women to figure out what their issue is. Dating is not fair. It's not fair to women particularly because we risk our lives every time we go out and we meet a strange man. So
maybe don't go out there and just hook up with dudes. Maybe meet the man in a public setting for coffee. Oh, but we don't do coffee over here, guys, because you need to spend more money. You need to take her out at nighttime to dinner. These are the same women that complain about safety, by the way. They'll refuse to meet you for coffee, right? Because you're not investing enough. But oh boy, yeah, they'll take you, you know, they'll be happy for you to take them out to dinner to spend more money on them at nighttime, because there's that concern for their safety again, guys. You know, women who bring up the safety concern, if you watch how they actually date, they have very little regard for their own safety, guys. If they did, they would date completely differently, but they don't. They go out there, they hook up with men they don't know on the first and second dates if the man is attractive enough, right? They try and extract men for resources. Oftentimes this means dinner, which means going out and meeting men one-on-one at nighttime. And these are the same women who complain about safety, by the way. Insane, man. Insane.
Women particularly, because we risk our lives every time we go out and we meet a strange man. So that woman who's having breakfast, lunch, drinks, dinner paid for by 4 different men before she chooses to sleep with man number 5 is putting her life at risk 5 of those times. Is that fair to women? Because if a man is being used for a free meal, which they rarely are, okay, he's out 20, 30 bucks.
Oh my goodness. So first of all, men are used for free meals all the time. they are essentially led on with the idea that the woman likes them, and oftentimes way more than $20 to $30 is extracted from men, from women who have zero romantic interest in that man. Let me say this again, okay? It is not $20 to $30. Men are being led on by women, thinking that women are interested because they love to fake that. Men are investing way more than $20 to $30 into women who, at the end of the day, have zero interest in them and who are just manipulating them. This is not uncommon. This is not rare. This is an average experience for a lot of guys. Average. Okay, that's first of all. Second of all, if you dated responsibly, you're actually not risking your life. I love how dramatic they make this crap, by the way. Anything but use common sense, anything but take accountability. You're not risking your life this many times, especially if you employ any degree of common sense. Okay? If you go out there and you meet men during the daytime in populated areas for coffee after vetting them for an extended period of time, you would be totally fine. But how do women actually date, guys? Tell me, right? How do modern women actually date? They have zero regard for their own safety. They will match with Chads. They'll go meet up with him for nighttime at drinks, to go clubbing, to end up back at his house. We all know how this goes, okay? Cut the nonsense. Cut the nonsense. Women, guys, modern day women, they treat their safety like it's absolutely nothing. I wish they treated it differently, right? But they simply don't.
If a woman is being met with the unfairness of dating, she's out her life. Is that fair? Is that fair? Tell me.
Anything but accountability, anything but using common sense, guys.
Let's stop worrying about what's fair for men in the dating world. Let's actually let men take care of men, because women have been taking care of men for far too long. We have been boosting them up. We've been supporting them. And by doing that, we have coddled and enabled men for decades. And
yes, the classic guys. Well, we looked after men 50 years ago, so we shouldn't do it anymore. We did it like 3 decades ago. Guys, this is the type of woman who is not supportive, who will not benefit your life. You know, every time I hear these videos, man, where women try and tell you what an asset they are to a man's life, the man would be significantly better off if he never communicated with women like this in the first place. Every time I hear videos, guys, of women saying that they made their husbands a millionaire, no, they didn't. Because after the divorce, guys, they would be, if that were true, these women would be so successful and they would be so supported, but they're all failing. They're divorced. Oftentimes they have dead-end jobs. You know, they're not millionaires. They're not highly successful, but they'll sit there and they'll try and convince you that their support, guys, means the world. Absolutely ridiculous. We're going to be leaving today's episode there. This woman, absolutely, is probably one of the worst I think we've covered on this channel, guys. Like this woman right here, you couldn't pay me money to sit across from this woman and go on a date with somebody like this, right? Screw marrying somebody like this. Screw relationships. Oh, hell no, man. You know what? I hope that this husband, I hope he wasn't married to her for too long, and I hope he's definitely doing better now. I'm sure of it, man. But that guy, man, his mental, you know, he must feel so much better now that he's not married to this woman anymore. We're going to be leaving it there, guys. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. Make sure you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next episode. Peace.